even though I may have erroneously said, don't be back, I hope you're back, because we're about to get underway. TYLOO versus Newhappy on Anubis. This is Newhappy's map pick. They quite enjoy this one. Can TYLOO manage to keep themselves alive in this series, though, and get another rematch versus the Mongols in that qualification grand final?
Yeah, both of these teams looking for the rematch. Only one of them will be able to find the attempt at it, though. It's going to be, hopefully, a long, fun battle between the two for that final spot. It's going to be this hit in towards B. As you can see, Spine's not in a great position as they start to swarm them together. And, well, that's exactly how it's playing out. But he's managing a couple of headshots from what was a pretty dire situation, honestly. On the flank with a dual barrette. I was going to say not ideal for a long range, but he makes it work for one. It does at least give Newhappy a decent advantage into the retake, and they sweep it up with that advantage indeed. Two quick headshots being found, plenty of time for the defuse even without a kit, and well, that's going to be a fantastic start from Newhappy. One thing we've seen from TYLOO, I think, was their pistols not being too successful yesterday. They still managed to win out the series, but I believe here on Anubis they lost both pistol rounds.
Yeah, that is very true. And it doesn't help you out over the course of an MR12 series, of course. Never helped you out in the previous format, but yeah, it's even harder now. And Newhappy will get off to a great start, and they've straight away bought into 4 M4s as well. Not really going down to those SMGs too much. Only one on a hang, and that'll be probably the correct decision, because they'll know, with TYLOO getting the bomb plant, there's most likely going to be rifles coming their way. So, it does make a significant amount of sense to at least get multiple M4s in play. And the Galils will come out. Advent will take most of the utility, of course, only on that Tech 9. A couple of flashes and a smoke elsewhere. Newhappy can win a couple of these rounds cleanly, and especially on the CT side of Anubis. And they'll be feeling pretty good about this map as a whole, and I really do think that there's a good shot they can take a map of TYLOO today, even if TYLOO are the strong favourites.
Yeah, there definitely is a chance in here. I'd say Anubis is probably their best opportunity. I'd say Mirage is a good map for them too, but obviously one of those first two maps if you want to take it that far. Yeah, it's a decent buy here for TYLOO. They have Galils pretty much across the board. Advent's on a Tech 9, but he at least gets utility because of that. I'll have to give them a chance here against what you, as you said, is a pretty secure buy from Newhappy. They've gone heavy on the rifles themselves. I think there was a player about to push that smoke down towards the B connector. Would be an interesting situation, but it doesn't look like it's going to play out. Instead, it's been brought back over towards the A bomb site, as you can see. Flashes, mollies all going in towards middle of that bomb site, but it's actually a very passive hold. They're playing up towards heaven, they're playing in towards the back here, as you can see. A couple of players who've been brought extremely low. Sure, they get the one kill, but both left really hanging on to life. They've been forced out of the bomb site, and at this point, they even know where the bomb's being committed to.
Yeah, and Spine's in a pretty rough spot. He has to get that reload off very, very quickly. He only had 8 bullets to fight with for a second there, and if he was being swarmed by 3 players, that could be enough bullets. But he's managed to reposition, and actually Newhappy are getting this one quite well. They can team up. Ooh, perhaps. They know Kaze's low. Okay, 2 picks for TYLOO, but no worries for Newhappy. They win it with 3 alive. That is okay, and they keep the 3 M4s up too.
Yeah, only losing out one of those rifles, so it's not too bad. We'll be up against an eco now as well, so they have a chance to potentially keep all 5 standing here. It's going to be the goal. 1 MP9 for 2-2 as well, so that he can go ahead and farm a little bit of money for himself. 2x. His name is kind of 2-2 as well, but quite the same. And they added both of them about the same time, right?
Yeah, true. I think I'll probably just go for 2x.
Yeah.
One set twice and get a little bit easier.
Same. The first time at least you need to give it the full read, you know?
Exactly. The extra 2x means everything.
Not expecting much in this
2
round.
times 2 times.
Grouping at least the main. Flash over. 2x on the bomb site. Could actually swarmed. I don't think he realizes someone jumped over him and Mario stopped on his head. Became a Goomba. Mercury and JamYoung are attempting to just get a bomb planted. No, not quite. Oh yeah, never mind. He did get it. I thought he didn't. Okay, just about put his skin of his teeth right there. That's going to be very useful for ensuring they have enough. They have all the utility radar behind their rifles here, and really just have a good chance to come alive in what is a pretty crucial round.
Yeah, that bomb plant's actually huge. Kaze has more than enough for an op if he wants to go for it. He had 6k in the bank. He'll do exactly that. He won't buy up a helmet. So he is susceptible to these M4s. But that, of course, allows him to get the utility required. Yeah, great start to the game from Newhappy. Still 2 players yet to die. 2-2, 5-0. Yeah, the way 2x went down there was kind of unfortunate. Glock barely even saw that Glock jumping over his head. But there is the impact of the Kaze AWP already. Holding the most common angle probably on T-side Anubis if you're an AWPer, into that E-box position, into the cave, into the B side, down the canal. It's a great way to start for TYLOO. They need to, as you say, make sure they continue the trend of having pretty decent buy rounds to start off in these series. Pistols haven't gone their way on Anubis, but early gun rounds 10-2, and they've got a 4v3 in this one.
In good position, especially as they begin to wrap in towards B. I was gonna say with only 1 player in position, but 2x has rotated over to help 2-2. Got all the duos here. Fortunately, they don't last very long. Advent takes out Mercury. Team killing there does some damage at the very least, but as you can see, Tiger still doesn't want anything to do with this. He's going to back off and save an M4 forward, which will allow for him to drop over to 2x, and should allow for Newhappy to have everything they could ask for in the first round. I was hoping maybe for a couple of exits and well, for an op to be recovered, so that's not a bad find.
Yeah, if they can keep that over to the next round, that would be the ideal situation. Unfortunately, it's creeping ever closer. They want to move that up from the equation. That means Kaze gets his back for free. Always handy. Now Newhappy's money is on the edge of being able to get a full buy for everyone. I think 2x will probably just go on an MP9. Yes, he will. So they're going to be fine. And they can fight at least one more round before an eco might have to be spoken about. So TYLOO's utility, very nice already. Already got 1 pick from Kaze in that classic position I mentioned. Let's see how well they can activate him in this series. Hasn't been particularly at his best the last couple of days in this qualifier, Kaze. I've seen a lot better games from him. Let's see if he can continue to improve.
Yeah, agreed. He was a bit quiet yesterday. Seeing him. Early days here for him to still have a chance to wake up now that the op is in his possession. They're liking A main though so far, gotta say. I don't think we've seen TYLOO favour as heavily towards A previously in the matchup versus A-Top, so I wonder if it is a Newhappy thing specifically, perhaps with a bit of a read on how they play it. They did manage to get that trade on towards 2-2. Unfortunately, don't lose a couple of players before it happens. 3-on-3 for this afterplant, which only now is actually initiating with all the CTs pretty much already in position to kick off this retake. With some mollies as well.
Utility is okay for that retake. Problem is, they are kitless. I'm not sure if there's one necessarily dropped on the site either. We'll have to see. They are going very aggressive on this, and that's what I love about these teams. They will attempt these retakes, but time is now ticking very, very low. Super fast about this one. A hang. Ooh, good trades too for him. But Advent now can just play the time, and already this round is done. Whatever Advent does, he knows he's pulled Tiger off the bomb. He'll have to escape now with this AWP. Nice try from Newhappy. I appreciate them going for that. But Advent sorted it out this time.
Yeah, TYLOO on track to tie things up now at 3-3. The AWP at least carried over, but fortunately not really much of an economy to fund pistols even behind it. As you can see, it's Mostly the default pistols that are being stuck to. TYLOO did buy a 5.7, I think sold it back and got a 50 then in the end, and actually might have dropped the deagle over to Leehang as well on our way. Not a lot to work with, especially as the op already gets demolished through the that was JamYoung. Damage, not a ton, but it will distract for Moseyuh to just walk in and, well, bottom side. Mercury should be free to join them here as well as he comes through the connector smoke, and again the op now is being recovered to just be carried forward.
Best case scenario for Newhappy on this round, unfortunately, is to try and keep that AWP all over again. Give it some support to make sure it's not isolated. 2-2 is doing that with 2x. 2x, 2x, 2-2. Quite fun. (220817) according to his actual in-game name. I wonder if that's I wonder what significance that has for him. The AWP's getting pressured now though, so it's getting a bit dangerous. Yeah, it's removed. PT50 destroyed by JamYoung. Now we're seeing TYLOO building into this game. T-side Anubis is the favoured side, and we're seeing some clean aim duels won by the likes of JamYoung on TYLOO. When he's looking clean, then any team should be worried.
Yeah, TYLOO can be a scary team once they get rolling, so there definitely should be a hint of worry here for Newhappy, but they need to keep their cool. Still early enough days that they can turn this around into a fantastic CT side if they can just find their front again. Expected perhaps some aggression over towards B here, it looked like, and if it's not found, they're going to set straight up for an execute, I believe. This will be interesting. Change of pace. We haven't seen them really do much on this side of the map in general. They actually even want to just burst through the smoke, which turns out to be a terrible idea. Spine Mo's down 2. Mercury down might have a shot at flipping around on his head. Spine's just taking over behind that pillar. Can't do anything as the flashes come in. Mercury finds that second kill onto 2-2, and suddenly it's TYLOO once again in control of the round.
Falling apart. 2x can't do anything as they try and plant the bomb. Covered well by Mercury. Triple for Mercury on this entry. He's looking great this morning. Tiger 1v3, big swing, finds Advent. Can't even deal with him because Kaze has got his teammates back. And yeah, that was awkward for Newhappy there, the way TYLOO bursted onto the site. Advent taking points, proved to be a big distraction. Spine stuck in that corner, I believe, as well. I think he was the one. Couldn't do much about that. TYLOO just brute forcing their way in. That puts Newhappy onto a deco.
Yeah, it's a bit better than the previous pistol round in terms of what they could buy, but they don't have the op this time. Well, I still don't love their chances. TYLOO just holding default, waiting for peaks to come in. And what we've seen, they have a lot of executes in the bag. We really didn't see them yesterday though, so they like went back to the drawing board or something afterwards, and we're like, yeah, we need some more set plays perhaps. Maybe it was just specifically based on the opponent they're playing. Oh. Tiger had the chance to get the drop on him there. Won't work out.
Yeah, we've been a free gun as well, especially after the swing 1D got a hang dot. Oh my goodness, then as I said, maybe there's a chance. There's definitely a chance now. Spiner's got 2 with the deagle. Unfortunately, there's no AK upgrade close by. So they're going to have to do it solely with deagles. JamYoung though, he's looking away at the worst possible time. Good reaction from Advent though. And now he knows he can escape to the opposite bomb site. 2-2 though, of course, will understand the situation. At least he can get an AK this time. And Advent, ooh. I mentioned yesterday he might not have the aim anymore, but he's proved me wrong on this one. Does he have the brain? He's doubled back, and he's going to be planting on B instead. Unfortunately, 2-2 has not bit that rotation. Advent's going to be in the open, but he checks cave perfectly. Welcome back, Advent. That's some crispy stuff from him. Triple kill to save the round for TYLOO. One that should have never have got so close as well.
Well, alright, Advent. We kind of pointed out yesterday he tends to be a bit of a weak point fragging power-wise for this lineup, but right now he is absolutely popping off. Mercury up top of the scoreboard, also having a very solid performance, and if they can keep this up, and if Kaze can start to find his footing, if Moseyuh can play like he played yesterday, then yeah, it's a scary lineup to deal with. Shoulder, unfortunately, shown for Tiger. There's no, because of how close he is to that angle, right, that he gets spotted first. It's a weird one. Would have been well aware of that.
Yeah, managed to at least recover that double AWP. They can at least give it a
Solo
go.
leaving it main here as well. Now he falls back, thankfully. He was about to walk right into the AWP, and even if he got that first kill, he was almost certainly going to be traded from the bomb side.
Yeah, walking in solo there would be not smart. Keep that man advantage intact. Can be so critical. Moseyuh creeping forward in mid, trying to play with these double doors, but he was peeking into a hang, and that's what we were saying. Peeking solo into angles. This time it's the other AWP of a hang to get a quick pick in response. Spiner's in that exact same position. And his job is to waste as much time as possible if TYLOO go toward this site. A hang realises that he doesn't want to get caught in the open, so he'll just fall back. He had a nice landing cave for a second. The flash is so good, and they're all going to pass to the left. That makes it so hard for him. The fact they all go to his left means he gets no kills for free. 4v2 for TYLOO, about to have double the score of Newhappy.
This is getting a bit rough for Newhappy, similar to what we've seen with Atox, where they just, when it came to the gun rounds, weren't able to compete. The Op and M4 look like they both will be saved with no worries anyway. TYLOO weren't on the hunt. They have pretty good money though, so I'm kind of surprised they weren't hunting this a little bit more aggressively. Maybe worried that Newhappy would have been chilling nearby, waiting to see if those couple of kills would be given away so that they could perhaps even attempt to retake. But yeah, they're happy to just carry their own weapons forward. Still a sizable amount of this half remaining, so the money for the remaining few rounds, I suppose, just in case things do start to go south.
Yeah, last 3 rounds of the half, and TYLOO have built up a bank that's enough to cope with that. And they had to lose 2 of them. So good work from them, good recovery. Newhappy had that clean start. But TYLOO have pulled away since, and there's a chance for a 9-3 perhaps even for TYLOO. Kaze's had a lot, pretty decent amount of success in that position. 2 kills coming from there of the 4 that he has. And look at this setup for Newhappy though. This is a change up. There's also a change up from TYLOO. They go to this angle, but the flash is excellent, and that's because 2X is playing anti-flash. That catches him off guard, and Tiger surely is so screwed here. Hang on, Mercury's out of bullets. Thankfully, he's got backup from JamYoung, and already off the back of that burst, you're probably thinking there's no chance for the CTs.
Again, they're just shushed straight out of a round, but not much of a chance. No real moment where it looked like they were going to put up a fight and actually have an opportunity to take it. Instead, forced into another save, this time with 3 players. And I'm sure it'll let them get the drops in if they do manage to carry the weapons forward, but it doesn't seem to be helping them so far. Lee Hang. Oh, a little bit of an awkward fight. Now he has 3 more players coming around the corner, drops the nade and does good damage. I don't know if TYLOO can really afford to do something here. Well, they can, money-wise, but it's pretty likely they were just going to walk to their death, so I think they avoid messing their stats up a little bit. And say whatever, you keep the weapons. It hasn't mattered so far. Yeah, good time for a pause, I'd say.
Agree. It's been all TYLOO. I'm expecting maybe a little bit more from Newhappy. I mean, obviously, as I said, their results on Anubis, they are unbeaten on HLTV, but they haven't necessarily played the quality of a team like TYLOO. We have one good result back in CSGO in the Perfect World Arena Premier League. They beat Mongols 16-14 on this map. They beat the old TYLOO roster, which was an absolute wild mess, I think it's fair to say, which was the Slowly, Roger, Freeman, Emmy, Score TYLOO roster. Some of you may remember. Not even that long ago, of course. Roger and Score are fantastic players, but that roster just did not work. Beat that TYLOO, 1917. And of course, most recently in this qualifier, they beat Fire Esports and Atox, 13-4 and 16-13 respectively. So, all wins, but this Brereton now TYLOO obviously is a bit more of a tougher prospect. Tiger will get the first pick, but he doesn't do a lot of pressure.
They actually seem to have stopped the push. Yeah, it's been cancelled for now. They aren't sure if they've lost the map control elsewhere, though. That's the problem. They realise obviously no one pushed connector, but someone easily could have pushed out B main. They could have pushed up on mid as well, so they're very limited on options, and they're having to be cautious of that flank, so they've decided that they will just still have to end this over on the A bomb site. Problem is, it's pretty heavily stacked up right now. Flash through, takes Tiger off the angle for a moment, but unfortunately not long enough. He's given time to post back up. He's done fragging, eventually missing a shot and losing the teammate, but he's still got assistance here and he's still running time down.
He even had time to reload his orb as well. He's being naded, he's being peppered, 16 HP, but still staying alive, still proving to be a nuisance. And Moseyuh just needs to swing directly into the angle, and that's going to be so difficult. Tiger double scoped in and hits the headshot. Advent tries to swing, but 2-2 takes that one. And Newhappy, that's a nice round to take. 4 on the board, but they're going to have to beat another full... That's a nice round to take. 4 on the board, but they're going to have to beat another full TYLOO purchase if they're to at least get a 7-5 here.
Solid start though. They can manage the 5 rounds, then as the second pistol round comes as well, they tie things up and have a little bit more success going into that T side. It's going to be the goal anyway. Here now main, Molly's expecting some aggression. Not currently going down. 2x instead. It's hanging around at the pillar here. Heavier B stack though this time. Newhappy they're expecting. It looks like a hit in this direction. Well, for the moment, TYLOO I don't think are really setting their stones going anywhere. We're just holding, waiting to see what sort of response Newhappy would throw at them, and well, they've been gifted a kill. Lihan goes down. This is going to be another one as well in towards main. Someone had no idea JamYoung was in on the right, tucked in. He's now got a solo hold this bomb site. He's got a decent start there with that initial frag. He is going to be overwhelmed eventually.
Advent is, Advent's been looking a lot more clean individually today. There are a few significant whiffs against Mongols yesterday. I know maybe this is a slightly different level opposition, but he's hitting some important shots for his team in this game. 2x flashing the smoke. There's a chance to do something with this, but Tiger, oh okay, he takes that kill instead. There are kits available, and there's a smoke available as well for 2x. But Moseyuh is on this flank, and I'm not going to expect this at all. JamYoung needs to waste the clock. He finds one. There's the swings in the second, and Moseyuh actually gets both of them. Very well done, TYLOO. Great recovery. Look at that. First 3 rounds for Newhappy, and then TYLOO to go on a mass streak. 8-4. We'll see if they can complete it after a quick break.
I'll keep your picture in my room, 'cause it gets me in the mood. Used to confused. My mind is full of you. Still want you in my room. Don't wanna get rid of you. On my mind, but I am up too late. You got me so confused. My head is full of you. You keep slipping away. I learned the hard way. But something's gotta stay. Don't let it go to waste. Do you remember all of the long nights, warm in my bed, nightfall to sunrise? That's what you said. You held me so tight each time again. I keep your picture in my room. Don't wanna get rid of you. On my mind when I am up too late. You got me so confused. My head is full of you. Done with silly games. Don't leave me hanging on. Keep me hanging. Said it once, I'll say it again. Your love is what I want. Do you remember all of the long nights, warm in my bed, nightfall to sunrise? That's what you said, and you held me so tight each time again. In my room, I'll keep you safe. Don't stay away too long, pulling back and forth. Still got me paralyzed. Got what you came for. One thing that I've kept. I'll keep your picture in my room, 'cause it gets me in the mood. You're still a friend free in my.
Alright, we are back. Newhappy, they had a few moments of kind of resurgence there as the half went on towards the end. Unfortunately, though, they weren't able to get towards that 5-7 scoreline that I think they really wanted. And that means this pistol round carries a lot of weight. They need to ensure that they take it, and then they need to try and build off of it, which was something they weren't able to do in the first half.
Indeed. Spine is the one with the utility for Newhappy. Smoke and a flash available. And actually the same goes for TYLOO, but one thing I don't like is that there's no defuse kit on that CT pistol. So impactful and really worth it in my eyes. Now, looks like we're going to be popping at least into Ward A with one player. Flash in for Anubis to duel with the P250, but that's such a great reaction for Moseyuh. Goodness me, so fast. Mercury now is the one under pressure. That was just a fake, but look at these shots being hit by TYLOO. Goodness me. Mercury will double up as well. He's up to 14 and 8. Bomb plant will be attempted. JamYoung pushes forward. Nice shots from Spine. 2 assists for though, and Cargo putting so much pressure on. Great reaction though. At least Spine will get another, but it puts Tiger in a very rough position, and Moseyuh will get another as well with that picked up P250. 3 for Moseyuh, 2 for Mercury. The double M's of TYLOO dealing with the pistol round.
Yeah, not bad. The upgraded pistols ever get the job done as well. Straight onto the M4s it looks like as well. TYLOO are going to try and play securely in that regard. A couple of players going for the weaker weapons today have good nades as well. And similar to what we've seen from TYLOO on their second round when they went for the force buy, you're going to have a bunch of Galils for Newhappy. Not quite as many. They actually sacrificed a bit more to get the extra utility. I think Spine had initially bought a Galil also and sold that back and went with the Tech 9 at the end. So they must have a execute in mind here. Looks like it'll be towards that A-bomb site. Not immediately. They're allowing for the CTs to use a bit of their own utility first.
Rightly so. Smoking toward mid, that will block off Karze's FAMAS. Of course, as you say, Newhappy have quite a lot of utility actually in this force buy after that bomb plant was a success in the pistol. 2 Galils, Tech 9 and 2 Deagles. A full execute toward A could put Advent under a lot of pressure. However, this rotation from TYLOO is so clued in. Card is going to be hidden behind the circle on the site. But, oh, okay. He's actually the one to go down first. Moseyuh will get baited in. That was an awkward first spray. The flashes are really good from Newhappy. This is a good execute. Moseyuh is not one for this world. Advent has to help out. He can only do chip damage. And Moseyuh somehow needs to find 1 or 2 on 11 HP, you'd think. And he can't. Damage is significant. So JamYoung and Mercury, you would think, still have a pretty good shot at this. JamYoung, there's the first. No HP still up, but that's a great reaction from a hang. Before JamYoung steps up, and he'll get the last as well. The HP has come back to bite Newhappy. Great round from JamYoung. Quad kill on the retake. And that is a great recovery from TYLOO.
I honestly thought they had it done.
Yep.
JamYoung was basically the only one that could find all of those kills. The smoke went down to block off the other player coming in from mid, and well, JamYoung pulls off a mini miracle, to be honest, sending TYLOO up towards 10. And well, at least with a bomb plant, Newhappy can again try and force the issue, but it's not perfect. There's going to be Galil's couple AKs, or a few AKs actually. It's a little bit better in that regard than I thought it would be, but they get very little utility to back it up. And obviously if they lose this, they'll be working with a pretty similar buy in this next round, and that's only if they get the bomb plant.
Yep. Amount of damage done at least allows that, as you say. Just correctly, the limited utility could prove to be a problem, but they know where Advent's playing, so will they try and maybe abuse his position? Could be an idea, but Advent's timing on his smoke is pretty decent. There's no one here yet to maybe break the smoke open with an aid. They'll do that, but no information seen. Moseyuh now back in support, and again, seems like the protocol for TYLOO. They let Advent chill early round, and then they push the rotations over. In comes the swing, and a hand gets caught out, and now it's a bit messy. Moseyuh will respond with one, but the Molotov just slams into the back of his teammate, and that was an incredibly messy A-hold. And that's surely going to give Newhappy a chance in this after plant.
They kept kind of blocking each other. JamYoung is still alive though. And done in the previous run, I definitely wouldn't count them out. And there we go, already kicking it off with a kill without taking any damage. Is Mercury joining them now up towards heaven here? And well, TYLOO's the only player that's close. If they can get even a trade on this, then they're looking solid. And indeed, again, JamYoung's given the chance to try and save the day for TYLOO. Taps the bomb, baits out the peak, and makes it look easy. JamYoung again with the clutch. No money at all going to be built up, of course, for TYLOO, so they're still on the brink of destruction. A single round could ruin their economy completely, allow for Newhappy to start building up a string of rounds, but at the moment, that round that they need to crack them has been elusive so far. This is the best buy they've had so far, though, to be fair.
Yeah, true. JamYoung retakes Master. Another one for him.
On a very difficult site as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the ploy there from Tiger was to switch. He was obviously on an angle. It was very close to the corner and almost was spotted. I think the ploy was probably, as soon as he taps the bomb, swing, because he has to look down, obviously, to tap the bomb. But the delay of just half a second may have been enough to give JamYoung a chance. JamYoung took that opportunity. Following round, a hang takes Advent, but from the grave, Advent will take that trade.
Yeah, not too bad. I'd say willing to sit back now and make the calls for his teammates. Has a decent shot, actually goes for the repeat. That's a bit wild. Didn't expect a second player, I suppose. Didn't realize he'd already crossed the angle, and he leaves Moseyuh with a mass to try and lock down the bomb site, and he's doing a pretty good job. Burns the second player off, and with Mercury here now as well, it shouldn't be too big of an issue, although there is a player creeping up mid. JamYoung thankfully rotated in to go ahead and hold this for them, and there you go. Gets that kill pretty straight up. Mercury was able to trade back on towards the A-bomb site, and 12 on the board now for TYLOO, making this look pretty easy after initially going down 3-0.
Yeah, this is Newhappy's lock pick as well, and it's looking way too clean. With the second map coming up of Nuke, of course, don't forget. TYLOO, that's their most played map by far. in the last 3 months, 19 times the last 3 months. They have lost their last 3, but it's against their very evenly matched rivals in Lin Vision and ENCE, so you can't really blame them, I think. I would say that they've got so many more reps than Newhappy on Nuke, that we could be in for a game that could be even easier than this one, but we shall see. That is for a few minutes' time, because TYLOO still need to close out this one first.
Few minutes time. Absolutely no faith in Newhappy's comeback, huh? Advent playing the first contact here for JamYoung, who's going to get mollied out of position since they have played that spot quite a few times. So could be surprising that they mollied it. They could do some decent damage there though. No, not as much as I thought it was going to. Spine on 78. I think it's actually mid where we ended up seeing some aggression coming in. Run forward trade. Simon. Oh, Spine charges through the smoke. Here we go. Advent seemed to be cautious of mid. Fortunately, that left his back completely open to the push that was coming through main. And well, this is easily the best position we've seen Newhappy in. They're going to get that bomb down and should have this round in bag. Yeah, the economy's ruined for TYLOO, so they'll save these 2 weapons if they can.
First T round possibly coming in here for Newhappy. And it could be very different. Just think about those 2 clutches that they had a chance to win, that JamYoung proved his worth on. If they go the other way, we're looking at, what, -2 +2. 10-7 instead. And it's very much game on. Shows you what the individual ability of someone like JamYoung can do to change a game.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, 7 more rounds. It's doable. It'll be a long road for sure. A mistake could cost everything, cost them everything as well. So, see, Forcer for TYLOO at the very least though means that they've gone fully in. Newhappy take this, then it's an Eco and next, so they're heading up towards 7, likely 8 rounds before they have a real challenge again. So, let's see, Tiger and Mercury. I think that was down under in the B water where they did trades. JamYoung is actually what goes down early. He's been super impactful for TYLOO.
Smoke is technically trying to walk through, and he's going to do exactly that. There we go. Maybe the communication that, you know, Cave is safe for now, and Canal is not going to be pressured just yet. It's not accurate, but there's a 5-7. Removes Spine straight away off the back of it. 3 versus 3, and he can switch to that AK whenever he wants, I think. 2X wants to go fast first, and he'll manage to take him before he can switch. Mercury stuck in the open, being pinched from main and from connector. Newhappy will win another close one. That will finally put TYLOO onto an eco.
Yeah, most likely. They had forced a couple times already, but this time around it doesn't seem too worthwhile, so they will just buy up smoke so far. Stack over towards one of the bomb sites, a couple flashes as well to try and hopefully take a few kills at the very least. Actually going to stack up mid. There has normally been just 1 or 2 players kind of probing around this area for Newhappy, so it makes sense. Chance to steal a weapon. Deal with too many players most likely, although he unfortunately will end up finding that AK in a long range fight. So he takes 2 at least before going down, and spots obviously a lot of presence, which allows for Newhappy to commit that bomb over towards B in the meantime.
I don't think, even though Mercury's got this AK, it's going to be tough for him to do much more with it. 18 and 11 for Mercury, looking very nice individually this game, but maybe a boost above the smoke could be something to work with. Of course, the edge is a bit more elevated, but Spine checks it nicely, realises what's going on, continues the spray transfer. And 2X will close it out, so they're getting ever closer.
Buy isn't perfect either for TYLOO. There's a mass in there. Coming to 1 kit can still be an issue if it comes down to a retake, and no op either to work with. Tiger's starting to find a little bit of form in his op also. Here we go. 5 chances still to put an end to it, so TYLOO shouldn't be sweating too badly quite yet. But at the very least, Newhappy are finding some footing before they move on to what is going to be a very difficult nuke.
Yeah, at least it's something to work with, right? That's always something that I mention. That if you're getting trounced, at least you come back at the end slightly. Even if you are to lose, it is a chance to at least warm up a little bit more, feel a little bit better about yourself individually, perhaps. Pardon me, but yeah. Let's see if they can keep it up. Moseyuh's on a pretty tough angle here, actually. Whether he gets a clean duel, and he doesn't. A hang swings it, even though he was in the midst of pulling his gun out. Moseyuh couldn't complete the kill. Now Advent under a lot of pressure. Do Newhappy realise the situation that there's still 2 on the A bomb site? Kaze flashed through, sees nothing. Might choose to continue pushing on this one to try and catch a kill in the back and recover this. Seems like he is doing so, and there we go. Takes 2x in the back. Now, even with complete mid control, Newhappy have a decision to make.
Yeah, and this decision is everything, of course. What a shot there, though. JamYoung was not at all ready for that push in towards mid. They're actually going to sprint this straight back over towards A now, where Kaze has a decent position, nearly lines them up. At the very least, though, gets the first kill, and he's going to say hopes to just stay alive and keep the 3-on-3, but he actually does one better. Takes another kill on towards Spine, groups back with his teammates, and sets them up now for a strong retake.
2-2, looking to line them up. So close, but yet so far. But that's a nice shot from Tiger. Looking to quick scope the last. He can't make it happen. Advent just about cleans it up. And TYLOO will manage to just, in the end, take Anubis, which is a surprise that it was so comfortable, because Newhappy, of course, are unbeaten on HLTV. However, TYLOO is probably some of the best opponents they have played yet on it. So, yeah, and it is this TYLOO roster. It's not the old TYLOO roster who they managed to beat in CSGO. So, yeah, great try, but not to be. I think Nuke coming up, Dean, we both know it's going to be even harder.
Yeah, I mean, map pool wise, it was just hard for